Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie Gaming and welcome back to a little update about Beastlings trading card game. Shown in the last video, I started to show you guys off a few of the first four starters. The starter for fire, the starter for grass, the starter for water, and the starter for air. Today, we are continuing. I have developed more Beastlings, including the 5 typing starters for light, shadow, electric, rock, and toxic. The starters from last video, fire, water, grass, and air, are a bit lower rarity. They have a bit lower HP or a bit lowering attack, so they are sort of like the weaker typings. The 5 typings I will be showing you today are the typings that are kind of like neutral mid-level. And next video, I will show you guys the starters for the 4 stronger typings, which are metal, fighting, ice, and dragon. On the background, at the moment, I'm also already developing the game. I will show you guys in the next video with the more starters also a little bit of a layout I have in mind for the gameplay. The video after that will be the first video of a little insight in the game itself, just showing how to get cards, show off the card collection, and there will then be some teasers for you guys as well to see some beastlings that have been developed, but I'm not showing in separate videos. So let's further ado, let's just get into this and start you showing off some of the other beastlings that I made. We will start off with light. Light is like a typing based on celestial, the good stuff, magical, that kind of way. So for the lighting starter, the basic starter is Illumicate. Illumicate is a little playful young magician beastlings. As you can show also in the image, he plays with orbs of lights. It's very interesting to involve a little bit of the magic side of this typing in the game. As you can see, light typing is weak to shadow typing attacks, but does resist toxic typing attacks. And the way I created the weakness and resistance within the game is that every typing is is one times a weakness or one times a resistance of a different typing. So there's a whole circle going on. It does also mean that sometimes a weakness or resistance from a stronger or maybe weaker typing is in there. I am still thinking about making the circulation only within the 4 easy types or within the 5 middle types or within the 4 strong types to not involve like the weaker, middle, or stronger. Because I think if you have a, let's say, fire starter that is weak to dragon, it's very low value already, the card. Um, So it's something I'm a little bit busy with. Let me know what you think. I also think it is nice that you have a little bit of that layover between the typings. Um, I do remember that I made sure that at least the strong typings are not like weak or something to each other, but I'm not sure. I think I have to look into it because it might be that I made a little bit of a thing in there that strong and weak typings are sort of involved to each other. So that's something I probably will tweak a little bit on the background, but I will let you guys know if I change some weaknesses and resistance. And next episode, I will give you a total overview of all the typings with their weaknesses and resistances. After light, we get shadow. Shadow is a typing, well, it says itself, it's like the darker side of the beastlings, like the beastlings that live in the shadows, in the ghost realm. So the starter I've chosen to go with is Gloomlet. Gloomlet is a little floating puff of shadow and it has little wings. So based on the wings, you can kind of get an idea where it will start evolving into. But I love this one. Good to know is that every Beastling has its own image animation where they come to life. I'm implementing it in the game so that you can click on the image when you are inspecting a card and it plays the animation of the image. It just gives that a little bit more of a feeling, making the Beastlings coming alive. As you can see here, Shadow is weak to fighting. So indeed here you see a crossover of a middle strength typing being weak to a strong typing. So maybe it's not that fair because the fighting, like the stronger typings, do have either higher HP or higher attack damage, which makes the dark type like this easier to die and lose their HP because the attacks they get from their weakness typing are already stronger on base. So that's why I do think we need to tweak it. Even though the strong typings are much more rare to find, still, I think we need to make a circulation between, let's say, this is weak to toxic, whatever. So it's something I'm gonna look into. It's the same with grass. I remember that it resists rock. Rock is a middle strength typing. Uh, Air in that way, I think, is even weak to rock and resists fighting. So we really need to tweak that around. So that's something I'm gonna do. And as I told you in the next episode, I will give you a full overview with the weaknesses and resistances. After Shadow, we're gonna take a look at the typing of electric. For electric, I thought what could be fun but also cute as a starting type that can evolve. And I came with like a dog kind of way. So meet Zapap. Pronunciations, I'm not the best in names. I sort of created them. Maybe we will tweak the pronunciations of some of the beastlings, but so far it's actually kind of nice. This is like a little electrical puppy. The fur of the puppy makes the static electric combination so it can use electric type of attacks. It's a very playful pup, so it's very cute. I have the animation for this and it is really cute. So another time I will show off the animations when we have much more cards. If there is a certain beastling you would love to see the animation of, let me know in these comments. Also in the last video comments when you've seen the other starters, let me know if there is a beastling you would really love to see the animation from. Same for the next video that comes out with the starters of the 4 stronger typings. If you see a beastling in there that you're like, oh, this is my favorite, let me know. Then when I make a video of the animations, I can gather up some of the beastlings to show the animations from. I will try to show them off then immediately within the game so you can see the whole mechanism that's behind it. But so far, all the animations are awesome. After electric, we're going to look at rock. Rock speaks for itself. Stone typing, beastlings living in the mountains, caves, something like that. So meet pebbled. It's like a little rolling beastling. It rolls a lot all over the place, over the mountains, through the caves, and it bumps into enemies like it's a boulder. You can see a little bit here with a bit of the orange lighting. I really loved it to make it become more alive with the orange lines in it, that there is life within the rock. After rock, we're going to take a look at the last typing of today, which is toxic. And toxic typing is venomous stuff. Think about venomous animals. Um, we don't have within the game any static conditions like what you can see with Pokemon paralysis, sleeping, poison. We don't have that in this game because I don't like when you have to fight with multiple trainers and multiple beastlings that there is a static condition going on that all the time retracts HP or lets you skip a turn, or that's not implemented in the game. So far, I don't have the need or don't have the want to add that into the game because of the complexity of the card game itself. But for Toxic, I've gone with a spider typing. Meet Venaloom, a very shy, tiny spider. It weaves its venom-laced silk webs. So his webs and the silk that he uses for him is laced with venom. So it catches his enemies within the web, poisons them with his venom threats to make the enemy weaker to attack them. And these are the typings for today. Like I said, I will work on a different weakness resistance build of the typings because I don't like how it is at the moment that we have those cross typings with weaknesses and resistance between the difficulty of and the strength of those typings. So next video that comes out, I probably think in 2 weeks because I'm quite far in the developing of the Beastlings at the moment. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and that you hit that notification bell to get the updated notification, like the new episodes coming up, to see the starters for Fighting Dragon, Ice, and Metal. I will then also give you a full overview of all the existing typings with their weaknesses and resistance. And I will show you a little bit of a game layout of the game table, how it's going to look, where certain cards are coming, and explain you a little bit of how the game will be played. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. If you're hyped for this Beastling trading card game, let me know in these comments. Subscribe to the channel, and I will let you guys know more in the next video. Ciao, ciao.